Okay, on the screen we have a 3D shape. It is a donut. And you are going to be doing that in Photoshop. So let's see how we get there. File, new. I'm going to hit create, and I get a blank screen. I'm going to come over here to my ellipse tool, and once I click on the ellipse tool, I get options at the top here. No fill, so you click on that box. Don't want to fill your shape, but you want the stroke or the width of your circle to be adjustable. So there's my ellipse, drag and drop. I can change the size of it. Fill it all the way up or not. There we go. I can even decorate on it. But to decorate on it, you gotta make sure that you draw on the proper layer. Okay, so draw some sprinkles. Okay, you can spend more time with that. Now, if you look on the right over here, you'll see, here's my first layer that I created, but once I started using the ellipse tool, it made its own layer, and then I decorated on that same layer. That's very important, because to convert it to 3D, go to the 3D button at the top of the screen, click it, go down to New 3D Extrusion from Selected Layer, click that. And we're into 3D. So we can look around right here. There are some ways to look at the object. Okay. Here are the three axes, X, Y, and Z. The top part of the axis, the cone, can allow me to move it. The second one down will allow me to rotate, and the square will allow me to change the size. So I just changed the size. And you may notice there's another box here. It's a secondary view. All right, so that can be helpful. You can take different angles to help you with the donut. So it doesn't really look like a donut yet. So over on the right hand side of the screen here, there are properties. The third one in is a cap property. So I'm going to click on the cap, and it brings up some selections right here. So we can inflate and squeeze our donut. But whatever I do, I'm going to go back to my properties. I want to do it to the front and back. Okay, so here, I'm going to grab this and inflate it. Didn't do too well with that. You can see it inflate. Looks a little more rounded. If that's not enough, come back to the cap. And underneath the cap on the right, you'll see a contour box. Click on the contour box. See if you can inflate it a little more. So that definitely inflated mine a little more. Looks more donut-y. And now this gray area. So when I click on this gray area, it should bring up its own properties over here on the right. It'll say materials. You get the chance to change your material. So I'm clicking in the box. I'm going to give it a red color. Hit OK. And then I have a blue donut with a red center. To go back to 2D World, just click on a shape or a tool over here, and then be File, Export, Export As. And we're going to export it as a, not a PNG, but a JPG. And that will go in your gallery. Okay, so have a little fun. Just another aspect of the Photoshop. And looking for some donuts.